I'm so glad you're back here. Today we're going to talk about something a little bit out of the ordinary, how journaling your life can help you with understanding yourself. You know, this whole journey of finding your authentic life and being true to you is not always one and done and very clear. And another way to clarify that journey for you is a fun, relaxing activity, which is journaling your life. Journaling is a way of putting things on paper, your thoughts and your feelings are on paper and you can see them there. You disarm the anxiety level of what you've written because it's on a piece of paper. It's removed from your body and you can look at it in a different way. At least that's how I was looking at my journaling back then. I have been on this journey for about 7 years now since my divorce. And for those of you who have been following me, you also know that when I wrote my book, I included coloring pages as an emotional and creative outlet. The fact that you take something with your hand and you displace it from inside your body onto something outside of you, external to you, and you can look at it and examine it, it disarms the anxiety. It helps you see things in another light. To help you with this journey, I'm including a free resource, something that you can download, which is all about how journaling teaches you about yourself. This is such a nice activity to do. It's very short and sweet. It's a one-pager. So please don't forget to download that at the end of the episode. Writing bits about your life experience sometimes can be a very incredible journey. Because once you start thinking about something that happened to you in the past, you find yourself remembering something else. Essentially, once you start thinking about one thing, you trigger memories that you probably haven't thought about in years. All of these experiences that we have gone through shape us, and they shape the way we react to things. They shape the way we understand and we see things. Sorting back through all of that in a journaling activity helps you see what was a limiting belief and helps you understand that this may no longer be true. Or you can empower yourself to say, look, I did this in the past, and now I'm facing something similar, but if I did it before, I can do it again. I know personally that helped me a lot because this is a journey that's taken me so far 7 years. And going from the beginning to today, I've looked back at things that hurt me, things that threatened me, things that I was afraid of. And I look at them today and I say, oh my gosh, I went through that and it really wasn't that terrible and it wasn't as big as I thought it was. And look at me today, I'm doing just fine. I have a few suggestions of little steps that you can take to unpack this exercise. It's really very interesting. So the first thing you want to do is decide how you're going to write your story. Is it going to be in a notebook? Is it going to be something that you want to color in? Is it going to be something digital? Is it going to be on your phone? So think about that first. Next, don't worry about where in the timeline of your life you begin writing your story. Many people think they have to start back then and they don't remember and their memory isn't clear. Don't do that. That's overthinking. This is an activity that is flowing. So think of one event and journal about that, because where you start your story isn't really important. This is an exercise of self-discovery. You need to make your discoveries first. Next step. Think of your life as a series of short chapters. It's much like that metaphor, the chapter of your life. Well, yeah, that's what you're going to do. To simplify your story, each situation that you recall can be called a chapter. It doesn't have to be linear on a timeline. It's a circumstance, it's a situation, it's a segment of your life. For example, you might remember a time that you went fishing and that you fell off the boat and fell in the water and all of that and what happened after. Something like that, you know. I'm using a silly example because I don't go fishing, but maybe you do. Anyways, the thing is, what's important now is it's not going to be published. It's private. It's your journal. So you need to start unpacking your memories, but trust the fact that it's private and it's for you. The order of your stories is irrelevant. You can do one of two things. For example, you can create a new document or a new chapter and title that document according to the memory that you're thinking of. Or you can simply write all in one flow. You can sit down, and if the flow is coming and you're writing, don't stop yourself because you think you have to divide it into chapters. Just let this intuitive writing flow out of you. You can edit this later. If you're working on a computer, you can copy paste it into a different document. Or if you're working in a journal, you can separate it with lines or flowers or painting, or you'll see I've got an activity that we're doing in my other playlist, and you're going to see what I mean. Now, this is an important point. Document what you remember. Get the information out from inside about what happened, what you did, what you thought, how you felt. These are the details that are important, because these details will ultimately lead you to have a better understanding of how you've lived your life in the past and how that has reflected on your life as an adult. I mean, there may even be adult memories that you have that shape who you are today. So as you start writing this and you think that you are getting stuck or need a little bit of help, I have prepared something to help you along with this. It's a free download, and it's called My Journal Teaches Me About Myself. It's a little reflection exercise that'll help you get started or continue. I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I thank you so much for coming by and being with me this evening. Don't forget, I have an art journaling activity which is very unique, and it's meant to come alongside in this activity that we're doing. Artist therapy and journaling, they go hand in hand. So I did an interesting journaling exercise that you probably won't see anywhere else. I hope you'll have a look at the other video. The link is in the description box. And don't forget, subscribe and like, and this helps my channel so that I can keep doing what I'm doing. To help you along, I've linked some products that I use in my journaling activity that will help you on this journey for yourself. And also, it gives me a little, really tiny commission, but it helps me to offset the costs of putting all of these videos together. Thank you so much for being here. Come back and see me next time. Okay, take care.
I'm testing my new microphone. Is it working? I don't know. Is it testing? Is it working? Let's see.